It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. The Stros are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Paul Blackburn gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough...
Digging in, Lou Gehrig, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved.
Round hard,
you got to keep
you're
grinding.
scoring.
You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Laureano is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Vida Blue, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Now batting, number 4.
Man at second here with 2 away, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Pause and the 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 pitch turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. K-Line stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 1 and the A's nothing. Settling in now, Lou Gehrig, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Dero, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's there, and a good throw gets him one gone. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. In now, Rogers Hornsby. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Now batting,
striding in for Houston, Ty Cobb. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
On the back, pick it up, pick it up.
First. There's one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Houston leads this one 1-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Houston set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Vida Blue records his 14th winning decision of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Paul Blackburn is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Raleigh Fingers records the save, his league-leading 45th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 1 run on 10 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. The Astros are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Number 44 gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something.
So coming to the plate, Ted Williams. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Walter Johnson, a right-hander from Kansas, will be on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ted Williams. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Into center field, line drive, base hit. They're going to extend the lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Now batting, number 0.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he smoked that.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
So striding forward now Stan Musial. He flew out in his last at-bat. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit well on the ground at first. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Astros 9 and the A's nothing. Ready now, Ted Williams. Singled
batting,
home a run in his last time up.
Yeah, Matty,
Ted
pressure's off right now.
Williams.
He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
From the stretch. Ground ball to second.
Put it
This
out,
could be
put it out,
two.
put it out.
He's got it to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another shot now.
Leading off for
Ted
Houston,
Williams. He'll
the
start us
designated
off
hitter,
in the 8th.
Ted Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Slice down the left side, but foul. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Popped him up. Number 12 over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout. As you get a look at our line score, it's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. Stepping up now, Ted Williams,
number
and
9,
looking to improve on a
designated
1-for-5 effort
Ted
so far.
Williams.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1.
And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So striding in, Rogers Hornsby. He singled
Number
his
0.
last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Hit
Hold up here,
sharply
hold
on the
up here.
ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much it can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
So digging in now, Stan Musial. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Musial.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in now,
Catcher,
Yadier Molina,
4.
8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Lifted
Come on,
in the
come on,
air
dig,
to
dig, dig,
shallow
dig.
center field. Kenna is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for two, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the ninth. The Astros on top, 60.
And the train just keeps rolling down the track. That's win number 100 on the season. And they've got as good a chance as anybody to win the whole thing. You better watch out for these guys.
16-2 in tonight's game. Houston get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Walter Johnson records his 14th winning decision of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Number 44 allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. The Stros find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
What's the play ball? Out!
So coming to the plate, Ted Williams. And we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved, you got to keep grinding. You got to fight.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Astros 1. The A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Lefty Grove will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter,
Now
Ted Williams,
designated
0 for 1 here in the
Ted
early going.
Williams.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Davis. Booyah! So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it.
Into the box now,
bat,
Ted Williams. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The good times keep rolling here today as these guys have jumped out to a sizable lead. Dan Dero, what does it feel like to play on a team where every piece is clicking like this?
Unbelievable. You want to get into the clubhouse immediately, hit the radio. There's a dance party happening right now. Everybody's got a smile on their face when they're playing baseball the way they are.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 6 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Another 2-2 offering, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Count remains 2-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard down the right field line. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Now here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground.
Come on, get here, get here, get here.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. So stepping in, Ted Williams.
The bat,
he homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Hitter, Ted Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
He's up right here, right here, right here. Come on, come
Olsen
on.
comes up with it. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Stepping up to the plate, Ted
The bat,
Williams.
number 9.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim
Ted
last time.
Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Throw over to first. Back in standing. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here it comes on 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros, and they hold a 7-0 lead.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy too.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Houston Astros, with their 101st win of the year, tops in the division. Lefty Grove earns a league-best 17th victory as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Sean Manaea couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Raleigh Fingers closes the door for the save, his 46th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. The Astros will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem.
He's out.
At the plate, Lou Gehrig. And what a season he's
Batting
having.
fourth.
Entering play,
The
leading the
designated
league
hitter.
in 2 of the
Number
3
4.
Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the home run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average, and if he wants to win the Triple Crown, so he's going to have to make up a lot of ground.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times. Losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is to get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
2-1. Here it is. Fastball just inside.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Ready with the 3-1. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1 left for Houston, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Babe Ruth gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Now batting, number 4.
Striding into the box, Lou Gehrig. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's set, and the pitch.
All right, hold on right here.
And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Wagner at 3rd, Musial at 2nd with 2 gone. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Booyah. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 52 for him thus far, as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Digging in once again,
Now
Lou
batting,
Gehrig. A
number
hit in 2
4.
tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Grossman moves over. 2 down. Striding in once again,
Now
Lou
batting,
Gehrig. It
number
was a
4.
flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Line drive to center field. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping into the box,
The batter,
Lou Gehrig
number
hit the
4.
ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready with the payoff pitch, and he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in, Jimmy Fox. He's looking
The
to
batter,
deliver here with the
number
bases
3.
loaded and 2 out in the inning. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Grossman is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Astros leave him loaded as the lead holds at 8-0.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well, you think the good times are going to last forever. But in baseball, trust me, this game has a way of humbling you. They should enjoy this ride, though, while it lasts.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Stros with a division best 102nd team win. Babe Ruth records his 14th winning decision of the season as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. Tanner Roark was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.